Thank you so much, Etem, and the leadership of the Africa Space. I must apologize. I don't know what happened to my camera, but I hope you can see my face today.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just want to appreciate the leadership, the faculty, and of course the amazing students that are graduating. I'm not sure your students, you are graduates now, that are graduating today. So I want to say good afternoon to everybody, at least from Nairobi. I want to start by saying that I'm deeply honored for the opportunity to speak to you today. Like Item has said, I mean, I've been following up the work of this space, and I'm excited to see that we are having the second cohort graduating. And so for me, it's really an honor to just be given this opportunity to speak to you at this graduation ceremony today. I also want to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers for this opportunity to just celebrate the graduates. I mean, we know you talked about them, some of them doing double work and so on, but at least they've reached to this end. And so I want to congratulate you all for this outstanding achievement so far. To the esteemed faculty and everyone who is here today, I also want to acknowledge your contribution in making this graduation possible. And of course, we cannot go without being mentioned. You are the champions that have actually made these young leaders to be who they are now and who they want to be in the future. So really, I want to congratulate you also for the knowledge and the skills that you have provided and that which they've gained to get this recognition. And now to the graduates, I want to also say that, you have endless possibilities that are awaiting you, and it will be up to you to take advantage and utilize the skills and the opportunities that come before you. As you may know, and was highlighted, we as Africans are facing a number of challenges that are relating to space science. And so we are counting on you. So congratulations for this great achievement. Our focus as Africa on space science is as important as it is. And as time comes, the sector we do know is changing rapidly, and really we need to look at how we engage, how we meet up with what is happening. And as such, technology continues to provide unlimited opportunities and possibilities for us to engage as we are doing now, having this graduation visually. There's a lot more we could do in space science as well. Yeah. So the space economy is therefore a critical part of development as space technology continues to deliver the benefits to a wider range of stakeholders, with all industries set to benefit from this innovation. I do know that we are all aware that Africa has made significant progress in exploiting the space opportunities over the last 20 years. But again, the region is still in its infancy and it lags behind if we compare it with other regions. Although the continent's space economy is expected to grow by 17% annually to about $22.6 billion by 2026, the continent's space ambition is impeded by a lack of adequate funding. I think that's something that we all acknowledge. And therefore, for a long time, developing Africa's space capability has been hindered by the sector's heavy capital investment nature that is required, and also the lack of national and regional governing structures which could actually support space science. We do need to advance collective efforts to address some of these challenges. Also, the nature of Africa's space project is less advanced and focused mainly on downstream satellite deployment, astronomy, environmental monitoring, communication, connectivity, television, to mention but a few. However, there's still much that can be done to harness the industry's full potential, but also to accelerate the inclusive growth and development as envisioned in the Africa Union Agenda 2063, of the Africa we want. Today, Africa's innovation level, you agree with me, is insufficient for us to fully exploit the space opportunities, partly due to technology and innovation constraints. Now, to address these constraints, there's a need to train the next generation of space experts, scientists, and innovators who should take lead in driving the region's space agenda. This for sure will help us to promote the growth of innovation and also to drive the creation of new space enterprise, increase productivity, and also support new jobs for economic prosperity. Again, this calls for skills, quality skills, not just skills, but quality skills and training at all levels, with a particular focus on science, engineering, and mathematics. These are the areas where Africa is not performing very well. Now, to address this, Africa countries have started to build on their space research and development capabilities, and are also exploring the potential of space science technology for sustainable solution to their problems, and we want to applaud them for that. As the Africa Development Bank, we are also working with these countries and partners to train Africans and empower them with the skills required to exploit space opportunities. We place more emphasis to the role of technology in nurturing the next generation of space industry leaders by investing in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in the member countries' education system. I think this STEM has been a key priority area of our support to the regional member countries. The bank, through this Skills for Employability and Productivity Action Plan, which is the current framework that is guiding our support to regional member countries, it does guide our investment, our operation, as well as our strategic engagement in as far as education and skills development is concerned. The Skills for Employability and Productivity in Africa Action Plan, it aims really to develop the skills and competitive workforce capable of increasing productivity and spurring innovation for access to decent jobs and improved quality of life of the people of Africa. Just to showcase in terms of the keen interest that the bank has in driving Africa's space, we did have or commit to invest 45 million to support the Pan-African University Institutes in collaboration with the African Union to enhance access to equitable and quality education. I'm aware that we have concluded phase 1 and now we are doing phase 2. But one of the institutes, though it has not started operating, and we are hoping that one day South Africa will be able to pick this up and include it as part of the Pan-African Institute. One of the institutes that is supposed to be supported under Pan-African University support is the Space Institute, which is supposed to be based in South Africa. Of course, there could be some reasons why this is not moving, but it's our sincere hope that we'll be able to get this started one of these fine days. Yeah, we are already in phase 2, and I know that the conversation that we had in phase 2 still has not given us the green light that South Africa is ready to do that. But I think when we see graduates like yourselves coming up, you kind of be able to push and ensure African Union, and through you, Italy, that African Union looks at that as you are already preparing youth that could actually take up the space and support its establishment. So to our dear graduates, I want to say that space industry provides us with opportunities to grow, but also opportunities to contribute to development in our continent, but also in the respective countries. I was actually excited to see that you have students or graduates from different countries of the continent, which is really a testament that we are getting ready to maximize and make a difference in as far as this space is concerned. I also do note that there are only 20,000 people in Africa that are employed in space industry, and maybe this has changed, but at least from the last reference that we had, we only had 20,000 And we do know that this is growing rapidly. So there are opportunities for you. Lack of employment should not be a buzzword for you. I think you should be looking out for those opportunities where you actually take up the space that you are graduating towards or to. A few lessons that you should carry with you from the Institute. Firstly, really, you must stand out where you go. This will not only make it possible for you to embrace change, but will also make you to remain open to all possibilities. Since we live in this rapid evolving world where innovation has become the norm, you must embrace the change, as this will allow you to see opportunities where others see as barriers. So we are sending out a team that will actually go out there knowing we are here, or we are getting in this space to contribute to development, but also to contribute to change. And for that to happen, you really have to go in with an open mind to be able to adapt to the changing environment in the context that you'll be joining, but also to appreciate the opportunities that you see coming through. That takes somebody going there within a right mindset. And for me, an open mindset would be a great asset for you to utilize. The second lesson that I would want to share with you is really to create and nurture your network. I do know that much of your work has been done through online, but even that, take advantage of these networks because they mean a lot when you are getting into when you are a young professional growing your profession. So first of all, keep the network that you've been working with here, but also explore to see who else would provide the support and nurture that kind of support, you know. My career has also been phenomenal, not because I'm the expert in my area, but because I had a privilege of working and capitalizing on the network and the people, extraordinary people that I've worked with. Most of them have actually shaped and influenced my journey. So this is just an encouragement to all of you that take advantage of the network that you have developed and those that are coming up, because that contribute greatly when you are looking at career growth or professional growth, or even setting up the pathway. Maybe some of you came into this space not being clear as to which way to go. But I want to assure you that if you take advantage, if you go there with an open mind and take advantage of the opportunities and the space that is coming up, you should be able to excel and pull through. And then last but not the least, never stop dreaming and dream big. I know the moderator did not say my details. I started as a teacher, teaching mathematics in a classroom and in a very rural school, but I had very big dreams. And I'm happy where I am because really I'm achieving my dreams. Whether I've achieved or not, that's the story for another day, but we can have this conversation. My encouragement to you really is dream big. Especially in the space science, this is something that is developing. We are looking for innovators. We are looking for people who are creative. We are looking for people to solve our own problems as a continent. And you have been skilled up to be able to do that. So take advantage of that space and, make a contribution to transforming this continent. As I conclude, dear colleagues, friends, and also the esteemed graduates, our institution will need to reskill and equip people with relevant space skills. This will include the development of futuristic curricula as ways of teaching to ensure that skills development prepares the youth for the jobs in the industry. It will also require relevant skills development that is aligned to the need of the space industry, because that's what we are talking about that. So really focusing on technology is one, of course, the core sectors that we need to look at, but we need to look at that from a holistic perspective. So looking at it from the perspective, how can we use that for agriculture, manufacturing, service to be able to create or even see parallel opportunities for growth. So for me, that is very important. I also want to say to the Africa Space Institute that we should not be left behind. I think we should, and I'm sure you're doing that in terms of just making sure that you are walking along with the changes, technological changes, or whatever changes that are happening on the continent and within our space. These would also encourage you to be creative, to be innovative, and to make sure that the students that you are training are students that are mature enough to be able to fit in any context as they come, as the opportunities arise. Okay, so once more, I want to say congratulations to those who are graduating today. I'd like to remind you that the space economy opportunities are yours. Just take them up, and you must take lead. Don't wait for others to lead, but you should be the ones to lead. For I have no doubt that really you do your best and you make us proud, and more importantly, the Institute very proud. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best, and God bless you all. Thank you.